Hey, I remember this place. Oh my, it's all still here.
Look!
This is the last place we came before it all went wrong, isn't it? You gave me a dress to wear, and you let me pick flowers. I kept them, and when you got hurt, I left you a trail in case you came for me. Did you see them? He tricked us, didn't he? Is he still alive? You go ahead. I just want to take this scene in a moment longer. Yeah, right. In your dreams. Did you like it? You're kidding, right? And I told you my name. And that I had to change it because of my mom. Because they killed my dad, Guardian. I don't know if I want to remember. How much about me do you know? I don't know about that, Guardian. I know there's a part of me that fits your description of a warrior, but it seems so long ago that I was ever that. I can't envision it right now. Don't even want to. Can we change the subject? What else? What else do you know of me? Ah. Mom, Dad. Cyrodiil. I wonder if I'll ever be able to go home. I think it's all coming together. For good or worse. I guess I'll have to face it as it comes back. I know there are some things that I would rather not remember. And some things about me I would rather forget, for which I carry the scars. Some things I've done I am not proud of. But at least I don't feel angry anymore. I just feel so tired. Thank you, Guardian. Yes, I will. Just for a little while.
Are we going to the farmhouse?
No, hey, that would be cool. Okay, let's go.
Whoa. Is that Whiterun? The city is huge.
Son of a...
I'm sorry.
Okay, what's the plan?
Okay, after you.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks.
This is
and
an
warm
ode to
beds.
Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. We drink to our youth, to days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done.
Uh-uh.
We'll
I'm
drive
fine.
out the storm
It's nice and
cloaks
warm in here.
restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take
It's helped a
back
lot.
our home.
I still feel a little confused. But I think all that before,
Down with
you know,
Ulfric,
the anger,
killer of
it's all
kings.
gone now.
On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll
Sure.
sing. We're the children of
Okay.
Skyrim, and we fight all our lives.
Yes.
And when Sovngarde beckons,
Yes.
every one of us dies.
No.
But
Yes.
this land is ours, and we'll see it
Uh-huh.
wiped clean of the scourge
They
that
took me
has
down the
sullied
mountain.
our
I
hopes
remember a
and
stream
our dreams.
and a huge city carved into the rocks. He was
This is a local
furious.
favorite and one of the first songs I ever
He had a big argument with
Ragnar
some
the
other
Red.
Thalmor, but these guys were
Once
different.
was a hero named Ragnar the Red.
More
Came riding
important.
to Whiterun from old Rorikstead.
They placed me in a cell,
The braggart did
and when they
swagger
came
with
for me,
pride.
he was not
As
with
he
them.
told of bold battles and gold he had made.
I tried to struggle, but they hit me and
But then he
forced
went
me to
quiet,
drink
Ragnar the
something
Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda
and
who
placed a
said,
sack over my head. That's about it, until I...
Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed. And so then came clashing and slashing
I
of
want
steel
my
as the
life
brave
back.
lass Matilda charged
I
in full
realize now it was
zeal.
all a lie. How my life has
And
never
the
been
braggart
mine?
Ragnar was boastful
Not
no
really.
more. When his
I
ugly red
want
head
to
rolled
rediscover
around on the
myself
floor.
without the point of my blade in someone's guts, without blood
This
in
is
the
an
dirt.
ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors.
I want to discover why I have this dream I keep having. What it is she's trying to tell me.
For the age of aggression
I want to
is
feel the
just
warmth of the
about
sun
done.
on my face again. And
We'll drive out the
And I
storm
want to go
cloaks and
home.
restore what we own.
I don't want to care about that bastard anymore. I don't want to be afraid or have to keep looking over my shoulder.
Down with
I don't want to live with the killer inside of me, to be a chosen one, or be the son I never was or ever could be.
the children of
I want to
Skyrim,
be
and we fight
free,
all
Guardian.
lives.
And I don't want to play this game anymore!
Dies.
Did you raise your prices, Carlotta?
By the gods,
And we'll see
I feel sick.
The farmers
the
are charging
scourge
me
that
double
has
for the
sullied
I remember everything.
They're saying it's because of this trouble with the Stormcloak.
Dragonborn, why are you even here? Why are you helping me?
Because the Jarl needed soldiers. Now the bandits are bolder than ever. They've been raiding the farms for food, and supplies are scarcer than ever. Maybe
And I
should
care
sell
for you
swords and
too,
armor
more than you
instead.
will ever know.
Maybe.
I think you know
But
that,
it wouldn't
right?
taste as good as a loaf of fresh-baked pumpernickel.
Even a monster's gotta have loved ones. You care for me, right? Those are called feelings. That makes two of us, right? It's something we've both been pretty good at lately. That is for you to decide when the time is right. But you must be honest with me and honest to yourself. Okay. But if that bard plays that song again, whatever.
Hey, asshole, sing that song again and it'll be your head rolling across the floor.
I'll sing any song I jolly well like.
Is that so? We'll see about that.
Get out. This is a fine establishment. Get out before I call the guards.
Hey lady, get out of my face.
Guards! Guards!
What seemed to be the problem?
Get them out of here. You're both barred.
Okay, you two. You heard the lady.
Hey, this place stinks. We don't care.
That's no way for a lady to behave. I am disgusted with your behavior.
Who said I was a lady?
Out you go.
I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee.
Hey, don't mention it. Where shall we go now? Yeah, okay. I always wanted to go there. See what I can find out about my past.
Imagine blowing up an entire town. Damn college. Winterhold will never be the same.
Yes?
We didn't want to come to White Gun anyway.
Guardian, wait. Over there.
This war's as stupid as our feud with Clan Greymane.
Aye.
Need something?
You're not afraid to surprise something?
It was here. The battlefield in my dreams. I remember the walls of the castle. There was a storm. This is the place where the little girl brought me. No, something's missing. It always ends here. Has there been a battle here before? I'm sorry, what? Look, there's a camp over there. Why don't we camp here and stay the night? It might help me know what she's trying to tell me. Yeah, I would like that. You can continue with your interrogation if you'd like. Come on. Sure. You know, I love it out in the open. Since I arrived in Skyrim, I've gotten quite used to it. Every time. I know you're not happy with how I've changed, but it's what I want. Anyway, I got you, right? My guardian angel. What will be, will be. If I was to die tomorrow, I would at least die happy. I mean, look at all these beautiful stars. What do you think they're made of? Do you think people live on the moons? Come on, you don't believe that, do you? You're kidding, right? About how we feel about each other? Okay. You know how I feel about you. And I know it's probably a one-way thing and you don't feel the same way. We have been together for so long that it seems like forever. You came for me. You were there for me. You saved my life again and again. You awakened me inside. I feel like a woman for the first time in my life. But it's okay. I'm a big girl now. I can handle it if it's not what you want. What's important is that you are honest about how you feel. At least then, we can move on. You're not the monster. I am. Look at what I've become. Everywhere I go, death follows. It's like a curse. I knew I had feelings for you after you made me cry. Until then, I didn't know whether I loved you or hated you. You said I was just a stupid kid. After that, I didn't know what I was anymore. On the journey back to Angie's, all I could think about was what I had said wrong and how stupid I was, and how right you were. After the Azura thing, I felt I couldn't carry on. The burden was crushing me. The only thing that kept me going was to find my mom and have you by my side. That I could finally go home. And you might love me. Don't be sorry. I figured as much. By the gods, this is so embarrassing. Good night, Dragonborn. Yeah, I'm good. Different? Yeah, why shouldn't I be? Yes. It was more vivid this time. She was waiting for me on this battlefield. It was pouring with rain. The fighting was over and the dead lay everywhere. She was laughing and skipping through the butchered and cleaved, scaring off the crows. When she saw me, she came right over to me and picked up a sword from the ground. It was so heavy, but she smiled at me and, struggling, lifted it as high as she could above her head. And she shouted at the top of her voice, "Freedom!" She drew a line in the dirt with the sword and then held it out for me to take. But as I tried to take it, she held out her other hand for something in return. But I didn't have what she wanted, so she stopped smiling. Then it went dark. I heard her sobbing again, but I couldn't find her. I don't know. Maybe I never will. Dragonborn, I'm okay, okay? Come on, let's go see Cassius.
What is it?
Hey, Cassius.
Well met, Rigmor. So good to see you looking better.
We're going to the College of Winterhold. I'm hoping to learn about my family.
Is there something wrong? What is it? I see. I noticed you no longer wear your armor, or a weapon. I hope this isn't permanent. You'll be needing it shortly.
Hey, I don't want to go back there, okay? As far as I know, my part in this is done.
Rigmor, there is the threat of an imminent invasion. Have you forgotten that?
I'll just let you all take care of that. Armies fight armies, right? Not young girls.
What if this young girl was to lead an army? Hey. I don't know how or why, but for the last few days, scores of old Nord warriors have been arriving at Ingol's camp from all over Tamriel. They want to see you, Rigmor.
Why are you telling me this?
They are your father's old brigade, the Sons of Talos. They have come to pledge their swords and lives to follow you. Like it or not, they have sworn loyalty to you and you alone.
They don't even know me. I won't do it. I can't do it.
You need to get a grip on yourself, young lady. These men, we will need them in the coming battle. The fate of Skyrim, no, Tamriel even, could depend on you. You need to sort this out, Dragonborn. Whatever it takes. She needs to address these men.
Hey! I'm right here, okay? I'm not invisible. And no! I won't do it. I can't do it. You can't make me.
What is it? I'm sorry, my child. Please forgive me. Hey, everything is going to be okay. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. How about we pretend? All you need to do is go to Ingol's camp and say a few words. Rally them. You can borrow some steel plate I have here, and a sword, only to help out. That's all. Could you do that?
I'll try, okay? Okay. Okay.
Hey. I didn't realize she was in such a bad way, Dragonborn. Please forgive me. I can only hope she recovers in time. We will need her. Of course. It breaks my heart to see her like that, truly. But she must address the Sons of Talos. Until next time.
Forget it. Let's just go, can we?
Rigmor's guardian. And the famous, or perhaps I should say infamous, Rigmor of Bruma. I am honored to make your acquaintance at long last.
Hi. I'm hoping to find out anything about my ancestry.
Ah, yes. Rigmor, why don't you go with Keris? She will take good care of you and explain a little about all that. And possibly might have some heirlooms left in good keeping at college for your perusal.
Dragonborn? Okay.
Come this way, Rigmor. There's so much to talk about.
This place is so cool. I love it already.
Cool? Are you cold?
It means great. I made it up.
Oh, I've never heard of that. How interesting.
Ah. It's a rather long story. Would you like the complete version or just the bare facts? A long time ago, some 200 years to be precise, there was a mercenary by trade known as Rigmor of Cyrodiil. She had a pretty uneventful early life, taking petty contracts until she joined an army of outlaws. The very same outlaw army, led by the Colovian warlord Titus Mede, who marched into the imperial city in the 17th year of the Fourth Era, wresting power from fools the gibbering. It was a sad tragedy then that, after giving birth to a baby girl 3 years later, she became bravely ill and died shortly after at the age of 38. Physicians attribute her death to the unwanted accidental pregnancy at a late age. Titus Mede was beside himself with grief and arrangements, but made for the child to be adopted by the College of Winterhold by royal decree. The infant was duly adopted, and her belongings kept in storage therein. The child was named Morgan. At her coming of age, Morgan of Winterhold was summoned to the imperial city to become imperial court mage to the Mede dynasty, where she later was to become a very powerful influence. Before she left to take up her newly appointed duties, it is rumored she had taken her late mother's Daedric armor and crafted an amulet of Talos from it. She also took a Daedric ceremonial blade her mother had kept as a souvenir to strengthen her mother's bastard sword, with its blade increasing its properties. The Emperor would always seek her guidance in affairs of the Empire. Overshadowing the heir to the dynasty, Athrobus Mede, who was fiercely jealous of this foreign witch, so much so, at the event of the Emperor's death, Athrobus Mede struck. Morgan and her husband, a palace guard captain, were accused of a plot to usurp power. Her husband was slain, and Morgan escaped, fleeing Cyrodiil with their only child. Her disappearance only served to confirm the rumors Morgan was the bastard child of Titus Mede I and Rigmor of Cyrodiil. She and her child Morgana were never heard of again. Then, one fine day, Morgan's heirlooms miraculously surfaced. The Falmor had found them buried in a chest belonging to one Rigmor of Bruma. The identity of Rigmor, his only heir, and her history became known to the college. Unfortunately, we were too late to intervene. The college, you see, is duty-bound to protect and serve the descendants of Morgan of Winterhold. Before she leaves here, it is my duty to tell her of her ancestry. The Emperor Titus Mede II is to restore her name and accept her family as part of the Mede dynasty. He is also offering her the position of the recently vacant Countess of Bruma, if she desires it. All she has to do is accept it, and it shall be hers. So now, Guardian, here we are. I am afraid this doesn't concern you anymore, Guardian. Tell her I must. I shall ignore the threatening undertones, Guardian. You see, killing me would serve no purpose. She will eventually come to know, unless, of course, you intend to lock her away in some dark dungeon, or gallivant around the wilds of Tamriel like a common bandit. Also, I like you. I have a lot of respect for you and your achievements, and you have protected her well. In fact, I cannot think of anywhere else I would rather Rigmor be at this troubling time. With an imminent invasion looming, and all that, it would be prudent to await the outcome of such an event. We would, after all, need to make sure the Emperor is still in residence at the Imperial City. So I will relent and leave the decision to you when to tell her, but I must have your word. Give me your word of honor, Guardian, that as soon as she is fit and well, you will deliver to Rigmor her legacy. I am afraid not. I think our business here is done. Anyway, Guardian, it's obvious now is not the time. Take care of her.
Dragonborn, you have so got to see this. Come on, this way.
I think we had better see what all that commotion is about.
This armor was left by Morgan of Winterhold. She was an ancestor of mine. Carrie says it belongs to me. Isn't it wonderful? Do you think I should?
Please do, my child. We await with anticipation.
How does it look?
Remarkable. It's a fine example of antique armor forged by the famous Khajiit armorer Zizije. This particular piece was worn by your great-great-grandmother, Morgan of Winterhold, when she accompanied the Emperor Titus Mede I on campaign.
What the hell are these?
Oh, those, yes. Those, dear girl, are breasts.
Why would anyone put breasts on a cuirass?
Ah, well, you see, men wear the cuirass, and women wear what's called the, breastplate. Yes. It's used as a combat tactic. When the enemy approaches and raises his weapon, you would dazzle him with your breastplate, giving you the advantage, and then you strike.
Yeah, right. Dragonborn? What? Oh, har har. Very funny.
I guess I could get used to it, though. I love it.
Ah. She really does have a wonderful innocence, and it's quite lovable, isn't she? Anyway, Guardian, I think our business here is done. Don't forget to tell the girl when you think she is ready. It's obvious now is not the time. Take care of her. Who knows, one day our paths might cross again.
Yeah, let's get this over with. Can you carry the armor for me? Dragonborn, there's a sword, too.
Thank you.
Well, Morgan was my great-great-great-grandmother, and her mother was also called Rigmor. But she died, and the college adopted Morgan, and when she came of age became the court mage to the Meade dynasty. How cool is that, Dragonborn? So, the heirlooms I had, when I first met you, Morgan made those from her mother's armor and weapons. But after the Emperor died, she came back to the college and disappeared.
She took the heirlooms with her, but left behind what we have now. What am I going to say to them? Okay, let's do this. Just pass me Morgan's armor. Now pass me her sword. Yes, I do. Just give me the sword. You really want to know? I feel invincible. I am an unstoppable force. A born killer, widowmaker, a true Nord warrior, and my enemy's worst nightmare. And the scariest thing of all? It excites me. It invigorates me. It is all I have ever known, and I feel good. But once this is done, know this. It will be over. So don't you ever ask me about it again. Do you understand me? Just so you know, I'm not doing this for Cassius, or Ingol, or you. I'm doing this for my father. It's what he would have wanted. I at least owe him this much, considering the failure I've been so far. You never know. He might even forgive me.
That's her. She's here. It's Rigmor. She's here. Rigmor. She's here. It's Rigmor. My sword is yours, Rigmor.
I served with your father. I was at the Red Ring.
Aye.
Huh?
What do you want, Imperial?
Rigmor. Rigmor. She's here. It's Rigmor. My sword is yours, Rigmor.
Back off. Let her through.
Huh?
Back off. Let the child through.
Yeah?
Hey. By the god, she truly is her father's daughter. Silence. Silence. Let the child speak.
You asked for me to come. Here I am! I know you all loved my father, and most of you here, sons and daughters of Talos, will have followed him and fought alongside him with loyalty and honor. You are here today because a new wind blows from the north, and on it rides a new danger, ready to sow the seeds of war. This homecoming is testament to your love for your homeland. This calling of arms, my brothers and sisters, testament to your love of our people. This truce between our former enemy is testament to the peril we face. For a short time, the enemy of our enemy shall become our friends. Because from the north a new enemy is coming, waiting to strike at our homeland. A new danger never before seen, where no one is safe. A new order which comes not to take away our freedom. A new order comes not to occupy and enslave us, but to annihilate us. Our children, our people. To destroy us and burn our lands. To desecrate our shrines and take away everything we hold dear. Well, I say to you, let them come! We will fight them! We will throw them back into the sea! I say to you, let them come!
Can you please take me home now?
I served with your father in Hammer. Rigmor, I served with your father. I was at
Dragonborn!
By the gods.
Something the matter? Sethri arrived earlier. What an obnoxious elf. He took a bath in the lake and hasn't gotten dressed since. He has been annoying Angie, too. You might want to tell him to put some clothes on. I tried to tell him earlier, but he insists it's his farmhouse, and he thinks he can do whatever he likes. Yes, he's around somewhere. How has Rigmor been? That's good to know.
Dragonborn.
Thank you, Dragonborn, for being here for me. Yes, I will. Good night, Dragonborn.